What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today is May the 27th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is really focusing on today. Before I get into any of that though, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So starting off with data points, you do have durable goods coming out at 7:30. Forecast for that is negative 6.8. Aside from that though, you don't really have all too much. Although in the past, consumer confidence and also Dallas Fed manufacturing have come in a little bit lower, significantly lower than what was forecasted. And so it does spook the market. So even though for face value, a lot of these aren't normally something to overly pay attention to, still could potentially move the market. So just be aware of that. As far as right now, the market is very green. So Dow is up 1.3, S&P 1.4, NASDAQ up 1.6. A lot of that is because of this. So I feel like the market, it's been a very long time since the market's been open, but tail end of last week, we did have Trump hit the EU with that 50% tariff. So one thing that's really pushing the market higher is Trump delaying that up until July the 9th. So let me know your viewpoint on that in the comments below. And then as far as the fear and greed index, you have it under the greed category, meaning people's appetite for risk is essentially on the table. Getting right to it, SoFi is having a very nice push higher, up 2.75. No fireside chats, no news as of right now for SoFi. So it's just piggybacking off the broader market. 13.62% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 147 million shares. Shorts have been rather stagnant. You can tell from this kind of line right here that they've been waiting. They're waiting for something, and there's a lot of big data points coming out in the second half of the week. So I feel like they will be rather active during that time frame. Today, most likely the logical thing for them to do is to return. So we'll wait and see what plays out. But as far as right now with it at 1346, it is exactly on this S1. So today that'll be a very strong pivot. 1401 is going to be the next strong target / resistance, and then 1312 is going to be the next strong support. So let me know your viewpoint on that. Moving on, Hologram. So they are up 21% during the pre-market. Number one most heavily traded stock as of right now. But in my opinion, I do cover this stock on this channel as well. And every single time it does go up, it is dilution. I know that's kind of the doom and gloom type of thing and not what people might want to hear, but that is the very, very unfortunate truth. I've been covering it for about 2 years and been 100% kind of on point on every kind of thing that has happened with it. No news, no SEC filings from it whatsoever. So today is just a kind of a dilution event occurring. So let me know your thoughts on that. As far as this, 19.57% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 747,000 shares. So if you do believe that, like myself, that dilution is occurring, then this number right here, that 19.57, is incorrect. But for whatever reason, if you're wanting to day trade it, swing trade it, with it right now at 656, it is trading between this S1 and this S2. So 859 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. So in the past, when this started to gain some momentum, you can definitely ride the wave up and make money off of this. But do not get suckered in thinking that this is going to be a massive squeeze play and go to pretty much these levels before that they've hit. Don't anticipate that to occur, in my opinion. So yeah, you can definitely ride the wave, but set tight stop losses. But again, you guys do whatever floats your boat. Moving on, DJT is up. Nothing official, so no PR, no SEC filing submitted, but Trump did mention that they were going to be preparing a $3 billion raise or issuance, and that is going to be for buying crypto. So very good stuff as far as that. We've seen MicroStrategy, or I guess they're now just called Strategy, do that. Market loves them, so maybe DJT is trying to kind of replicate that. But 12.35% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 11.86 million shares overall are being shorted. If you are looking at trading it with a 27 and change, it is trading between this R2 and this R1, so 26.95 is going to be a strong support. 29.75 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. PDD is having their earnings. They are down quite significantly. I didn't actually look at their earnings kind of deep or anything, but market clearly doesn't like it at all. It's not really heavily shorted, so 3.3% of the free float's being shorted, works out to be 25 million shares. I don't anticipate them to be a very big factor, but still they could be increasing to what they have in the past, to maybe around the 4.5% range. So that could be coming over the next couple of trading days. With it though, at 98 and change, trading between this pivot and this S1, so 91.40, and then 106 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. So most likely, I don't really see either being touched or being recovered to, so it's just going to be kind of stuck in limbo between there. And then last but not least, NIO. NIO is getting slaughtered during the overnight. It did hit a low of 366, and it was at one point the most heavily traded during the pre-market up until HOLO, obviously Hologram came in and really took over. But NIO, no news, no SEC filings. Rather, what is coming out is this. So Chinese EV stocks tumble after BYD slashes prices up to 35%. So BYD honestly is kicking ass, taking names. They're trying to, I feel, based on this, their goal is to take market share from Tesla, and as a kind of byproduct, they are killing the other Chinese EVs as well. So let me know your viewpoint on that. NIO definitely does have its fair share of manipulation. So 13.04% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 201.2 million shares overall are being shorted. So anticipate shorts to be fairly active today. With it right now at 373, it is trading between this pivot and this S1. So 384 is that key point you really want to watch for it to get back over if you want to see any sort of recovery in the short term. Flip side, 329 is going to be the next strong support, and I don't see that being touched. But if it does close below this 384, then essentially, yeah, you will be seeing most likely this 329 in the next little bit, possibly prior to the earnings. They do have their earnings, I believe it is on the 4th. So let me know your thoughts on these stocks. What other stocks is kind of floating your boat that you're really watching? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And then one final thing, pop over to my Patreon and get buy signals on stocks, options, crypto, many of which have been absolutely on point. So definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.